Hey, what's up guys? John here. We just got hit with another cyber attack apparently. 1/5 of all meat production in America is now in question. 1/5. This company operates and slaughters 22,500 cattle per day that gets distributed to America. Now they're out of business for the time being. We look at the Colonial pipeline, another situation with gas and fossil fuels also wiped out. Then we look at the Keystone pipeline. There's another pipeline as well that got shut down. All of these attacks are either through regulation or cyber attacks, they say. But then when we reflect back about a year ago, Klaus Schwab, the World Economic Forum, said that the next pandemic will be much greater than the first. And he said it will be one that will be based around cyber attacks that could impact banking, getting money in and out of your bank, gasoline, and food production. We're starting to see the gasoline happen. We're starting to see food production change. Soon, I think we're going to see meat prices and beef prices hit levels unthinkable. With that being said, I'm going to break down exactly what is going on right now that the mainstream media is not talking about. So please smash that like button. When you hit the like button, you're going to help share this content and educate more people and help other people get prepared for what is very likely to come. So please hit that like button and let's begin. 1/5 of US beef capacity is wiped out by JBS cyber attack. This is today. Bloomberg, a cyber attack on JBS SA, the largest meat producer globally, has forced the shutdown of some of the world's largest slaughterhouses, and there are signs that the closures are spreading. JBS' 5 biggest beef plants in the US, which altogether handle 22,500 cattle a day, have halted processes following a weekend attack on the company's computer networks, according to JBS post on Facebook, labor unions, and employees. These outages alone have wiped out nearly a fifth of America's production. Slaughter's operations across Australia were also down, according to a trade group. One of Canada's largest beef plants was idle for a second day. It's unclear exactly how many plants globally have been affected by the attack, as JBS has yet to release the details that granular. The prospect of the extensive shutdowns around the world is already impending agricultural markets and raising concerns about food security as hackers increasingly target critical infrastructure. Food insecurity is going to be coming, whether people want to admit it or not. I believe it's going to be coming in pretty big scale soon. In the US, JBS accounts for about a quarter of all US beef capacity and roughly a fifth of all pork capacity. Livestock futures slumped while pork prices rose. What I think is very likely to happen is we're going to start to see really big price increases across all fast food chains. Chipotle, Chick-fil-A, Wendy's, McDonald's, Burger King, all of these chains are going to start increasing their prices. They're going to do it for one of two ways. The first reason they're going to do it is because they want to push the increased wages that they're going to be paying off to the consumer. And the second is because of this actual shortage. They have to make money on it, so they're going to increase the rates. Ultimately, what they're going to likely do is they're going to try to push us all to a synthetic beef. And they're going to do that because they say that they're going to be able to likely produce it at a much lower cost. It's better for the environment. Burger King, for example, you can eat completely vegan at this Burger King location. So they're pushing this whole agenda there for the synthetic beef. Then when we look at this interview with Bill Gates, he says that he wants rich nations should shift entirely to synthetic beef. You scroll down here, it says, in this book, you cover a broad array of hard to solve sectors. The one I still have the hardest time with in terms of fully addressing it is food. The scale is massive. We barely have begun. We fundamentally don't have the replacements that completely eliminate the highly potent emissions from burping livestock and fertilizer. How hopeful are you about agriculture? There are companies, including one in the Breakthrough Energy Ventures portfolio called Pivot Bio, that significantly reduces the amount of fertilizer you need. There are advancements in seeds, including seeds that do what legumes do, that they're able to convert nitrogen in the soil into compounds and plants can use biologically. The ability to improve photosynthesis and to improve nitrogen fixation is one that most under-investigated things. In terms of livestock, it is very difficult. There are all things where we feed them different foods. Like there's one compound that gives you a 20% reduction in methane emissions, but sadly those bacteria in their digestive system that produce methane are a necessary part of breaking down the grass. And so I don't know if there's some natural approach there. I'm afraid the synthetic protein alternatives like plant-based burgers will be required for at least the beef thing. Now the people like Memphis Meats who do it at a singular cellular level, I don't know that will ever be economical. But Impossible and Beyond have a roadmap and a quality roadmap and a cost roadmap that makes them totally competitive. And he has stakes in both of these companies. He's in the World Economic Forum. Everyone knows that he's now like the world's doctor. So he's pushing this option, and it doesn't really feel like much of an option to me. JBS suspended its North American and Australian computers after an organized assault on Sunday on some of its servers. The Brazilian meat giant said Monday in an email statement, without commenting on operations at its plants. JBS said the incident may delay certain transactions with customers and suppliers. Retailers and beef processors are coming from a long weekend and need to catch up with orders. Steiner Consulting Group said in its daily livestock report, if they suddenly get a call saying that product may not deliver tomorrow or this week, it will create a significant challenge in keeping plants in operation and the retail case stocked up. The White House has offered assistance to JBS after the company notified the Biden administration on Sunday of a cyber attack from a criminal organization likely based in Russia. White House Deputy Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre told reporters Tuesday Biden has directed the administration to do whatever they can to mitigate the impact on the meat supply. Any substantial disruption in meat processing would further stoke mounting political concerns about the concentration of the meat industry and complaints on the four giant companies that control more than 80% of the U.S. beef processing unfairly leverage their power over farmers and consumers. Cattle producers were already seething over a surge in retail prices for hamburgers and steaks, while the prices processors pay for livestock barely budge. Congress has been examining legislation to address cattle markets, and rural lawmakers recently pressed the Justice Department for action on an antitrust investigation on the beef industry launched last year. JBS is the number one beef producer in the U.S., accounting for 23%. That is massive. 23% of the nation's maximum capacity compared to rival Tyson Foods with 22% share, according to the investors report by Tyson. JBS closed beef processing facilities in Utah, Texas, Wisconsin, and Nebraska and canceled shifts at plants in Iowa and Colorado on Tuesday, according to the union's officials and employees. Pork and chicken facilities across the nation, including one in Minnesota, were also closed by the owner of Pilgrim's Pride Corporation, the second biggest U.S. chicken producer. According to the union's officials and employees, at least 5 of the 6 U.S. pork facilities were cutting back on operations Tuesday, according to a Facebook post from the plant. Hackers now have commodities industries in their crosshairs, with JBS attacks coming just 3 weeks after the Colonial pipeline operator and the U.S. gasoline pipeline was targeted by a ransomware attack. It also happened as the global meat industry lingering the pandemic after recovering from mass outbreaks last year that saw plants shut and supplies disrupted. While JBS has not confirmed that the ransomware attack, it has all of the hallmarks of one, said Alan Liska, senior security architect at cybersecurity analyst firm Recorded Future, who said that there has been more than 40 publicly reported ransom attacks against food companies since May of 2020. The actual number is probably higher. JBS owns facilities in 20 countries. The U.S. accounts for half of the company's revenue, while Australia and New Zealand represent 4% of Canada's accounts for 3%. According to the company filing, Brazilian plants are operating normally, a company spokesperson said Tuesday by phone. What do you guys think about everything that's happening right now with the cyber attacks on both the Colonial Pipeline and now JBS? I believe that there's likely going to be more. I think there's going to be a lot more problems ahead for all of us. But I'm really curious as to what you guys think about everything that's happening right now, especially in the last 6 months. Where do you see the next 12 months going? Drop it in the comments below. Please smash that like button And consider subscribing here. I just launched a second channel. And this second channel, I'm going to be posting a video in the next hour or so that is going to cover my full plan of where I think things are going and what I'm doing to protect myself and my family going forward in this crazy new normal. So I'll see you guys over there.